There are so many things you can do with your Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic 3. Today, we're going to talk about some of the things you can do on the screen in embroidery. So, come and join me. Hey guys, Megan again with Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum, and we are going to be talking about the screen on the Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic 3. What we're going to be mostly focused on today is the embroidery side, because they've added some cool things to kind of make things easier for you, to make your own custom designs, even put your name on it. So let's dive right in. Over here, when you turn on your Designer Epic 3, you're going to have this home screen. What I'm going to go, yes, there's a nice big embroidery section right here. I'm going to actually jump into what they call the Joy OS, the Joy of Sewing. The Joy of Sewing Advisor, moreover. So when I open this up, it's really nice. I can go to embroidery, and then it's going to show me a QR code to get to all of my designs so I don't have to hunt forever. Then I can look at basic embroidery. These are all different techniques that I can do on my embroidery machine. And what's nice is when I pick one, let's find something fun. Boom, boom, freestanding embroidery. I'm obsessed with that. Let's do freestanding embroidery. I can look at this and say freestanding design thread only with fabric. Let's do the thread only. It's going to make sure if you had something open that you clear it out. And now it's going to walk me through a whole tutorial on what I need. So this gives me the presser foot, the materials, the type of stabilizer I need, what thread I'm going to need, and then goes through a whole tutorial showing me how to put my embroidery unit on. I can pull up designs and get ready to go, what to do on the stitch out, prepare and attach my hoop. So literally there's 10 pages of different instructions for this specific thing to walk me through the entire thing. I also like the fact that I can make the font a little bit bigger or smaller, depending on what you're thinking. And then you can also kind of move this around to make it so that it makes the most sense to you. Along with that, if I go into content, it's going to show me all the designs that are built into the machine that's going to work for the application that I want to do. So it's also a way to kind of search for things within your machine. So I really like that, but now that we're on the embroidery screen, let's talk about some of these things that are on here. So of course, I do have the projector on this machine, so I can project for placement. We're going to show you that in a different video. I've also got the flower function, which shows me all of my different built-in designs, and it also connects to my Sewnet, or now known as Creativate, where anything that you've saved to your cloud will be able to pull up there, or if you have access to the library, you'll be able to do that as well. There are tons and tons and tons of different designs that are built onto this machine. As you can see, all of these are different categories. But for what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually go all the way to the second to last, go to the smalls, and find something fun that we can embroider. So let's see. I'm going to do, you know what, this time I think I'm going to do the little ladybugs. Whoop. So there's a little ladybug. On here, on the bottom, I've got all my different options. I've got rotate, I've got resize. As you can see, I can use the handles or I can use the images down here. And then if I don't like what I just did, I can undo. Okay, whew, back to normal. Another thing that we've got on the bottom is we've got all sorts of buttons that we can play with. So we can create a sequence, the stitch creator, create a shape, create an applique, all sorts of different options here. So for this little ladybug here, I think I'm going to create a shape, but before I do that, I'm going to go into my hoop options. In my hoop options, there are so many different hoops that I can use. Look at all those different ones. Another thing that's cool is that this machine does come with 4 hoops, but all of the hoops that you've had before, actually there is a converter to make sure that those other hoops work for you. So if it's got this little emblem right here, that means that you just put that little attachment on and it'll work perfectly for you. What I'm actually going to be using for the project that I want to do is the free arm embroidery hoop here. So I'm going to select that one, go ahead and close it, and now you can see where my little ladybug's going to be. So now that I have the design I want to use and the hoop size I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and open Create Shape. And this is where it can get kind of fun. In Shape Creator, or Create Shape, I can go in and pick a different design. and make things really kind of interesting. So I think for this little ladybug, I'll do a little squiggly line. Whoop. And then I've already got my design in place. I can also add decorative stitches and things. But then I can kind of add ladybugs until I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I think I like that. Now, I can also change my rotation of the shapes, everything. So, didn't like that. We'll just go back to where we were at. There we go. But you can kind of see how you can change things. I can also add different things and make it create all sorts of different shapes. A great example is this cute little onesie. On the onesie here, I actually created the shape with these petals and did that, and then I added some text. So we're going to do that next as well. So once I'm happy with the shape I've created, I can hit my little check mark, and here we go. And then I can go into text. And on my text here, they've got all sorts of different fonts that we can go from. Now on a baby onesie, I don't want it super dense, so I'm probably going to stick with just like the Mesa that's right here. Where are you? Boop. But then I've got a QWERTY keyboard, so it's nice and easy for me to type things out. So since I'm probably going to do a onesie, I'm going to do love bug. Should probably capitalize that B if I'm being all proper, huh? Whoops, not shout bug. Okay, there we go, love bug. And I can go down, and there's my little love bug. So I can make it bigger, I can rotate it, I can do all sorts of stuff to it. And if I'm not sure what I'm doing here, I can press and hold, go back to edit embroidery text, and then I can make some changes. So I can go in here and make it curved, for example. So maybe I want to do something more like that. That would be kind of cute to go down the side, right? What do I want to do? No, I think I want to do that. And then from here, I can kind of tweak things. Whoop. So I've got my little love bug. What I'm going to do, whoopsie, move my ladybugs, press my love bug. I'm going to, sometimes my fingers run too hot, especially when I'm filming. There we go. Whoop. As you can see, it is a capacitive touchscreen as well, so it's really easy to move things around. I'm going to move it 90 degrees. I'm going to move it 90 again. Then I'm going to drag it over here, rotate. I think it would be really cute to go right there. And I know it feels a little weird with what I'm doing here, but when I hoop my onesie, I'm going to have the top of my onesie over here. So that's why I'm kind of doing that. When I'm happy with everything, I can go into my layer option. I can say I want to select everything. And then I can move things around. So it's going to end up being a very cute little baby onesie, but as you can see, it's really, really easy to go through, create your design, do all of that in the Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic 3. If you want to learn even more, we've got a whole playlist on this machine. We can show you a little bit more on our website as well, but even better, come check it out in the stores. Once you get your hands on a machine, it's way more fun to play with it and kind of explore. And if you want to see it stitching, follow us for the next video, and I will see you guys there. Hey guys, here at Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum, we always like to make sewing fun start here. And so we appreciate you watching this video. If you want to see more like it, check out this playlist. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you know what is happening here. So we'll see you guys next time.